already. So listen, we're going to go ahead and kickstart off our rally, our power rally. We're so excited about all of the dynamic speakers that you're going to hear from in just a matter of moments. Y'all ready? Y'all really fired up? Y'all really fired up? I need you on your feet if you fired up. I need you on your feet if you're ready to build. I need you on your feet if you're ready to transform. I need you on your feet if you're ready to shake some things up. I need you on your feet. There it is, right there, like that. Yeah, we need big energy. Y'all show some love for Angela Rye coming to the stage. Let's go. When I say state of, you say the people. State of. State of.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to tell y'all what, Dee doesn't know it yet, but she got a traveling job now. That is a hype woman that we should be keeping with us. Dee, thank you so much. Give it up for Dee, everybody. It is our honor to be here in Birmingham. I love looking out and seeing all your young faces. I have a godson, some of y'all's age. And it has just been such a pleasure. We've been calling this experience an embodied love letter to our people. This is an opportunity for us to demonstrate our collective power. Somebody say power. Say it like you mean it. Power. All right. We've been saying that because we are in such a critical time in this nation's history. For those of us who know our history, this is like nothing we've seen in our lifetimes, but we still feel it in our bodies, right? So it's important for us to come together, to build coalition, to work together, to fight together. Say fight. But we're not fighting one another. We're fighting alongside our brother, our sister, our siblings to ensure that liberation is rightfully ours. That is our birthright. That means we deserve it. Don't we deserve freedom, y'all? We deserve it. We deserve it. Thank you, Evangelist April. I know that was you. It's April. So we have a mighty, power-packed agenda today. We're going to make sure that you hear from folks that will help to activate us, push us into what's next for us. The State of the People Power Tour came through, but we're not ending here. This is just the beginning. We need young folks like you, your ideas, your energy, your brilliance, your innovation, your talent, your time, your treasure. We want to make sure that we're all working together in this moment, okay? I'm doing this because I can't see. I also want to take a moment to thank some of our coalition partners. We have folks like Black Voters Matter. Clap it up for Black Voters Matter. The NAACP, keep clapping. The National Urban League, the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation. We have labor partners. We have Color of Change. We have so many. Black Futures Lab, there are so many folks involved in this, and we could not make it happen without them. So there are a couple of things that I want you all to know. The first thing is this moment is just beginning. It is not the end. We have black papers that are going to be rolled out. How many of you all know that it takes something in writing to ensure our progress? How many of y'all know that? You got to do that for homework, right? You have to do that. There are laws that are passed. It starts on paper. So we have black papers. That is our policy agenda. We're pushing that out starting this week. Make sure you visit stateoftheppl.com. We're going to several other cities. Next for us is New Orleans. If you have not registered, make sure you do on stateoftheppl.com. And then last but certainly not least, we're going to have a national convening in Baltimore. Say Baltimore. That's right, for Juneteenth. And so some of y'all might not be able to go. Make sure you go home and tell your parents. It's important that we see them in Baltimore. So with that, D, I don't know who I'm kicking this off to, but I want to make sure we keep this thing going. Let's put some music up while we wait to see who's coming up next. All right. Dewana just walked out the door. Maybe it's Dewana. Maybe she's coming around here. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What up, what up? Make some noise, Birmingham. Come on, this is a rally. Make some noise, Birmingham. When I say Black Lives, you say matter. Black Lives, Black Lives, Black Lives, Black Lives. Right, who got the power? We got the power. Who got the power? Who got the power? Who got the power? Who got the power? All right, now, man, kill that. All right, so I want you all to put your fist up in the air, and I want you to repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. All right, that was real cute, but I want y'all to say it like you mean it. I want you to say it like black lives really do matter. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Come on, clap it up for yourselves, Birmingham. All right. So our next guest, I'm going to bring out the Chief Executive Officer of this city. Y'all, let's make some noise for our mayor, Mayor Randall Woodin.
Thank you. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Young people, it's good to see you. My name is Randall Woodin. I am honored to serve as mayor of the city of Birmingham. My moment in time with you is brief because you have some really powerful, amazing speakers back here to speak to you. But Angela, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your heart, this vision. I want to thank you for allowing Birmingham to be a part of this tour. We welcome you to our city with open arms. You're welcome back anytime. With that said, young people, I am on the clock, but I was reminded back here. That this is not a moment, but a movement. And that got me to thinking about a few things. One, what we do right here in this moment is about your future. Turns out there are a lot of people in my position as an elected official, who are abusing their position. They don't care about representing people. They don't care about solving problems. And they are hell-bent on division. But I want to tell you, and I want to remind you, because you live in a city that literally presented a blueprint to America how to fight for black people. Right here, a few blocks away. Children sacrificed life and limb, got bit by dogs, got hoses sprayed on them by police and firefighters. And I now represent that same police and fire department. So it is my duty to remind you as young people that you don't have the luxury to just be on social media or sit on the sidelines. That in this movement we're in, everyone has to pick up a plow and fight. You use your platform, you use your voice. Remember that. Black boys, black girls. As adults, we have a responsibility to you, but it turns out the most successful movements that I've seen in America, it's always young people on the front lines doing their part. It's always. This moment requires you to be on the front lines as well. So I'll leave you with this. We are in a moment that requires us to literally roll up our sleeves and get out here in the streets. It requires us to not be afraid, to not be moved by fear, and literally not to yield to bullies. Has anybody ever been bullied before? Have you ever been bullied before? Have you ever been bullied before? Well, let me tell you what's happening. You got a bully in power right now. He has access to a lot of resources. He's trying to chokehold resources from other people. But let me tell you the power we got. It's called economic boycott. And we better learn how to use it, dial it up, and work together. That's what I got for you today. Take this and let this be a part of the show where all these other people that have come out here and are going to speak and talk to you way more better than I can. But as a leader in this community, I want you to know I'm inspired by you. We as adults are encouraged by you and your generation for you to lead us and show us the way. Thank you so much.
In the right direction, living just enough for the city.
Once again, y'all show some love for Mayor Randall Woodin. So listen, this is State of the People Power Tour. Y'all still having a good time? Somebody say shift. Somebody say shift. So listen, one thing that we know about Birmingham is that in Alabama that we are rooted and grounded in our faith. And so we love a good shift, Sister Angela. And the beauty of this tour is that it has united more than 100 plus national organizations. Can we show some love for that? But here in Birmingham, we have had the opportunity to work in partnership. And the Bible, Sister April, talks about the principle of partnership. DeWanda, it says that one can chase 1,000, but two can chase 10,000. And so collectively here in Birmingham, we have more than 20 plus organizations that have come together, yes, to build power, not just for Birmingham, but we believe what's happening here is going to hit Montgomery. We believe it's going to hit Mobile. We believe that it's going to hit Eufaula from the north, south, east, and west. And so instead of going one by one, we said this, we're going to shift because we want to see the power of the collective here on the stage. And so I need y'all to go crazy right now as we bring out representatives. And this doesn't even show really the full arm, but we're going to bring out so many folks that we've had a chance to work with, starting with President Everett Kelly. Y'all, come on, come on. Black Lives Matter. Look, come on, y'all show some love. I need y'all up on y'all feet. I need y'all up on y'all feet. Show them love, show them love, show them love. They still coming. They still coming. They still coming. This is how we fight. 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 Listen, the revolution will be televised. Let's go. Now y'all show some love for President Everett Kelly.
Good morning, good evening. What time is it? Good afternoon. How's everybody? Come on, everybody okay? All right, y'all got to help me out, okay? All right. This is what democracy look like. This is what democracy look like. All right, y'all feel like that? Listen, brothers and sisters, friends, allies, to my young brothers and sisters, I've been so blessed to just be in your presence today. My name is Everett Kelly. I am the proud president of the American Federation of Government Employees, representing 820,000 federal and D.C. government workers. And I made a statement earlier when I said that there was about 60,000 federal workers in this state. It's actually 89,786. So I wanted to correct that. Now, I am honored and privileged to stand with you today at this historic site, the Carver Center, Carver Theater, as we gather to honor the profound legacy of the Black labor workers movement and the brave young souls of the 1963 Children's Crusade. And today we walk in the footsteps of heroes who march not just for their own freedom, but for justice, for dignity, and equality for all Americans. Say all Americans. Now, 60 years ago, courageous young people, many of whose parents have been jailed for protest, faced down fire hoses and police dogs to stand against oppression and racism. They marched to make sure that future generations might experience a nation closer to its promise of liberty and justice for all. And today we gather in solidarity to affirm that their sacrifices were not in vain. Today we gather to continue that march. Today we gather as guardians of democracy, as champions of civil rights, and as defenders of economic justice. Let us remind the world who we are. So repeat after me. We are guardians of democracy. We are champions of civil rights. And we are defenders of justice. And today, just as in 1963, America stands at a moral crossroad. We face powerful forces determined to undermine the rights of working people, silence our voice, and dismantle decades of hard-fought progress. Billionaires and oligarchs aim to rewrite the rule in their favor, threatening to push working families further behind. They want to bust our unions, but we say no. They want to cut our Social Security. What do you say? No. Slash our veteran benefits. No. Take away protection for workers, minorities, immigrants, and students. What do you say? No. And they want to turn over our government over to Elon Musk and his Doge billionaire buddies. Let me hear you say that we will not stand for that. But just as those brave foot soldiers in Birmingham would not be deterred by injustice, neither will we. AFGE and our allies are prepared to fight back. Today, tomorrow, and every day until justice prevails. What do you say? We will fight together. And just like those proud freedom fighters in Birmingham, you can beat us, you can hose us, you can sick dogs on us, you can fire us, you can put us in jail, but you cannot silence us. You cannot intimidate us. You cannot shake us from the path of righteousness, because in our place, a new generation will rise up. And just like they did in Birmingham in 1963, this fight isn't about partisan politics. It's about continuing the legacy of those who marched before us, who knew that economic justice and civil rights are inseparable. We must stand strong against attempts to weaken unions, dismantle Social Security, and cut vital services, and silence the voice of working Americans. We must reject the billionaire agenda of Elon Musk and Doge, which prioritize profit over people and wealth over workers' rights. Together, brothers and sisters, we will fight in our communities, our workplace, the courts, and the halls of power. And just like those who came before us, we will win. Let me hear you say it. We will win. Now let us send a resounding message today, loud enough to echo across America and across the world. We, the people, have the power. Our faith continues. And by God's grace, we will prevail. Brothers and sisters, our fight goes on, and we'll see it through. So let us march forward with courage in our hearts, conviction in our voice, and justice as our guide. Let us organize, mobilize, and never compromise when it comes to our rights. Because when we rise together, we win together. When we fight for freedom, we strengthen our democracy. And when we stand united, there's nothing that we cannot achieve. Now, the road ahead won't be easy, but we are made for this moment. How many know we're made for this moment? So we must stand tall. We must speak out. Never, ever back down. So, brothers and sisters, I encourage you to march on. I encourage you to pray on. I encourage you to keep hope alive, because we are guardians, we are champions, we are defenders, and this is our time. So let me hear you say it. This is our time. And we, the people, have the power. And we're going to exercise the power that we have, because we're going to stand up to Trump and all of the administration that want to come against us, come against our community. How many of y'all in this room today are going to stand with us? How many are going to fight? How many are going to fight for what's right? How many are going to do it today? Let me see you all over this room that want to stand and fight. Will you stand today? Let's stand. Let's fight. Let's get the job done. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America, and God bless AFGE. Let's get this job done. Can we do it? Will we do it? Let's do it together. There's power in we. Said we, power in we. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. My name is Jalen Coleman. I'm a freshman political science major from Birmingham, Alabama at Morehouse College. And I'm here with a call to action. I'm here with the call to action to say that the movement needs you. The movement needs people who are resilient, and we are resilient people. The movement needs people who are rooted in love, and we are rooted in love. The movement needs people who are strong, and we are strong. We prove that in Birmingham when we fight as students, when we fight as adults, when we fight, we can win. When we march, we can win. When we stand against injustice, we can lead to a more just nation. We can lead to more equity in our societies. We can lead to better opportunities for our youth. We can lead to less violence in our communities. We just have to believe that we can do this. And with our unique talents as people, we all have something that we can contribute. As students-led movements in Birmingham. So it'll be the students, again, that will fight for justice again in society. It is students that will fight against Trump's administrations as he makes executive orders peeling back our rights. It will be students and young people who are sitting here trying to make our voices heard, to make sure that people in the Oval Office can't strip us of our rights. It is everyone in this room that I see who is rooted in love, rooted in strength, rooted in so many things that will lead to change in our communities. And I urge you to use your unique abilities, to use your unique talents. The movement needs your creativity. The movement needs all of you in order to be successful. And this isn't just a moment where we try to fight for liberation. This is a movement where we will say in 20 years, we were a part of something that led to us having rights, us having equity, us having equality. This is a movement. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard Franklin, president of Birmingham AFT. I've been thinking all day and all night, what could I say to you? This is a movement. This is not just a regular movement. We're standing in hallowed ground today for the youth that's here. Odds was against the generations before you in these hallowed grounds. But some of these things are the same that they went through. I challenge us today that we stand up for truth. Remember, you cannot negotiate with evil. Let me say that again. You cannot negotiate with evil. They are against us. So the past has shown us with our leaders that we show them love, but we don't negotiate with them. We stand up for what's right. Let me tell you something that I learned today. While we have to communicate and we have to be leaders, but some people are compromised, and we have to accept that and go on, youth. We've seen the violence in our city, and I said I was going to tell the truth. When the youth was telling us we need help, they said it was your fault. But Rich is going to tell the truth. Majority of the crimes happened last year were not our youth. It was people over the age of 26 and above. So if we're going to tell it, we got to tell the truth. You are the leaders. Today, it's our job to support you. So guess what else I learned? We gave out books today. Those books are books with African Americans that are written and about African Americans. What you don't know is those books have been banned or on the list to be banned. And guess what, youth? We're not fighting hard enough for you. I'm holding this book up. How many of you have ever heard of Banyard Rustin? Many people haven't. We don't talk about him because during that time, they considered him and said he was gay. But what you don't know, and youth, listen to me, look him up. He was the man that organized the March on Washington, where Dr. King gave the I Have a Dream speech. He did it in less than a week. Let me say that again. He did it less than a week. They don't want you to know your history. They want you to be down. They want you not to believe in yourself. But I'm standing here today to tell you, I support you. AFT supports you. Your teachers support you. And Trump and anybody that stands with him and negotiate with him, they're our enemy. But it's more of us than them. We just have to stand up and vote. I love you. I love you, youth, especially looking out at black men. There's so many negative things said about you, but it's not true. You are the leaders of today, and you, each one of you, I want you to hear me. Look at me. you control your destiny.
When we fight, I'm Errol Minor. I bring you greetings from Communication Workers of America, Local 3902 here in Birmingham, Alabama. In August of 2024, we went on strike with over 1,000 workers, union members here in Birmingham, Alabama. The District 3 represents over 17,000 employees within the Southeast. That covers all of the states and Puerto Rico. And so we had to go beyond procedural methods in fighting the company which we work for is AT&T. And so what we had to do was we had to organize. And we carried AT&T all the way to court because they had a failure to bargain or to bargain in good faith. Not only that, they also had unfair labor practices. They even considered some of our workers second-class workers. And I don't know about many of you, but I know we have already heard that some of us are second-class citizens. Come on, y'all gonna talk to me this morning. So we had to go and fight them as well. And then this is the reason why unions are important, because we have to join our power together, which is called collective power. Unions hold corporations accountable, and we need to hold corporations accountable as well today. Collective bargaining brings about rights. Collective bargaining brings about rights. And without unions, I should say, companies could change wages, hours, and your paycheck. Amen? Unions are democratic, and everybody can be a part of a union if you choose to do so. Not only that, I want to tell you something else. I also work for the Civil Rights and Equity Committee. I'm also the chair of the Civil Rights and Equity Committee here in Birmingham, Alabama, as well as District 3. And we are responsible for empowering activists all over the country. And I just want to tell y'all this right here. You have a great opportunity to become an activist and be an activist at no matter what age you are. The Birmingham Crusade started with little children. And in our audience today, we have children all in the audience. And it is because of the youth that we can make the difference. They can make the difference for tomorrow. Last and finally, CWA National also has a radio show that is all over the nation. And if there are individuals in this audience that want to be a part of that radio show to get your message out to the people, please reach out to me, because that's what we are here for. That's why we fight for human rights. That's why we fight for civil rights. And when we fight, thank you so much.
Nelson Mandela once said while fighting apartheid, if you speak to a man in a language he understands, you touch his head. But if you speak to that man in the language that he understands and speaks, you touch his heart. I'm here today to challenge you as young people. You've heard a lot about the past, but it's time now to claim our future. 1989, Chuck D and a group called Public Enemy coined a phrase called fight the power. What we fought in the 60s, what we fought in the 50s, what we fought in the 70s, we're still fighting that same diabolical colonialism and racism in today. My challenge to you is to leave here not just dancing, having a good time, not just raising your hand and lifting your voices and standing on the premises. I want you to leave here standing on promises. I want you to leave here as young people organizing. When you see something in your community that needs to be addressed, don't wait for somebody to come and get you together. Organize yourselves. You see the issues, you see the problems. You now need to be groomed to be the next mayor of this city. You need to be groomed now to be the next congressperson, the next senator. We have a gentleman who thinks that we are so ignorant that he is trying to circumvent the entire process by running for governor of the state of Alabama. He is a sitting senator and doesn't even live in the state. He has homes in Georgia and Florida and no 7-year track record of a house or payments on property taxes in the state of Alabama. How long are we going to have rallies like this, get excited for the moment, and when the moment dies down, we miss a movement? My name is Chris Erskine. I'm the proud pastor of the Movement Fellowship Church, Birmingham, Harlem, Cleveland, Dallas, Texas, and globally around the world. Stand for power.
What up, Birmingham? Come on, what up, Birmingham? That's better, that's better. My name is Ayula, and I am from San Francisco, California. I relocated here 3 months ago, and can I tell y'all something? I love it here. Y'all should clap it up. Somebody moved here and loves it. Frederick Douglass once said, "Power concedes nothing without demand." And what we're doing here today and what we're doing on this State of the People Power Tour is making some demands. We're making some demands of our government, but we're also making some demands of ourselves, that we commit, that we come together and we organize, and this moment becomes a movement. I'm here to talk to y'all today about healing as resistance. Healing as resistance, because this work is a lot, and this work depletes our energy. And so we have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And what does healing look like? It can look like a whole bunch of things. It could look like just taking a walk. It could look like playing a game of basketball. It could look like taking a vacation. Sometimes it looks like just taking some deep breaths in the moment. I'm here to remind you that as hard as you work, as hard as you grind, make sure that you take care of yourselves too. I've been in this work for 40-something years. Yes, I'm old as hell. And the way I've been able to sustain myself and the reason why I don't look like I'm 62 is because a girl believes in self-care. A girl believes in unplugging, and I want to encourage everybody that's on the front lines to do that too. And you young people, do it as a lifestyle. Take care of yourselves as a lifestyle. Choose you, not selfishly, but selflessly. I learned a long time ago when tragedy hit my family that if I didn't take care of me, there was a whole nation that was going to fall. So I want to encourage each and everybody in here to make sure that you choose you, you take care of you, and healing is absolutely a form of resistance. Power to the people, y'all.
Hello, Birmingham. How y'all doing? Good. My name is Travis Jackson. I am an Iraq War veteran. I am a certified DEI consultant. I'm also, yes, I'm a damn proud DEI consultant. I am a Black Lives Matter grassroots organizer for both Montgomery and Birmingham. And I just want to say it feels awesome to be amongst all you legends out here. I want to talk to the youth. Don't let nobody rob you of your confidence. What you have is, at DC right now, is an authoritarian. What you have with you is the power to flip the script and to vote not only out that authoritarian, but you have the power to make an essential difference at your local election level as well too. Because in order for you to make an essential difference, you must be essentially different. And I say that because I want to encourage you that you are your politician. You are your own politician. You are your own Secretary of State. You are your own Attorney General. You are your own senator, representative, school board, city council member, mayor, and governor. And when I say that, I really mean that, because if we get into this mind frame of you have to have a certain degree, you have to go to a certain college. No, you don't. College really starts with you. Education starts with you. You were made to make a difference. One of my affirmations that I have to tell myself and I tell my fellow black brothers and sisters is this: every day you adjust your crown. Repeat after me: every day I adjust my crown. Because it's important to understand how much royalty that you have. We didn't come from just oppression, we came from royalty. And in order for us to make a difference, we're going to have to be essentially different. You're going to have to understand that it is not always wise to trust politicians, because you have to understand you are your own politicians. Because not all skin folks also are not kin folks. Yeah, preach it. So it is essential for you to understand the difference between a politician and, as I like to call it, a politicking. Because you got a lot of politicians who are just in this legislative session are just these positions for money. But if you want to be a real politician, you're going to have to sacrifice. There's going to be some bumps and some bruises, but let me tell you, what the devil meant bad, God meant that for good. So I want to end with this last affirmation, and I want y'all to raise y'all fist in the air if you physically can. And I want y'all to repeat after me: I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. More people, more power. More people, more power. More people, more power. Love y'all.
Hey, everybody. My name is Kai Renee. I'm a 17-year-old junior, and I attend the A.H. Parker High School. I also am a communications and public speaking student at Lawson State Community College. And today I want to talk to the people that are my age, the youth that are standing in front of me. Y'all mean so much to this community. Y'all need to keep y'all head high. Don't let nobody tell y'all that y'all can't do something. Can't shouldn't even be in y'all vocabulary. There are so many times that somebody has told me to dim my lights, that somebody has told me that I'm too much for the world. All you got to do is turn it up a notch. If somebody tells you that you are not enough, turn it up. If somebody tells you that you are too much, turn it up. Let me hear y'all say, turn it up. Okay. So I need y'all to know that even though y'all are youth, even though y'all are young, there are going to be adults telling you what you can and cannot do. The only body who has the power to control you is God. Everything that you do should be through our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And when you keep him in your life and you walk by faith, there is nothing that anybody could tell you that you cannot accomplish. The last thing that I want to share with you guys is that anytime that you feel that God is not with you, that you have disappointed him, that you have just done anything to stray away from him, talk to him. Let him know that you are sorry and you apologize for whatever it was, whatever sin you committed, and he will wrap you in his arms and let you know that it will be okay. You are not holding God up, so you do not have the power to let him down.
Hello, my name is Shallow Britt. I am a senior at the A.H. Parker High School. Yes, we are better than y'all. Well, most of y'all. Actually, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna come down here to y'all. And so, because I'm no better than y'all, that's just for you to see the leadership in the community. Most of you all, I know most of you all, and y'all know me. Jalen, what's up? And so, the thing is, it's not about the size of the orange, but it's about the juice they can produce. So, when it comes up to someone saying, hey, you can't do this, or hey, you're not capable, tell them, who asked you? Who asked you? Yes, we hear about all these race relations and whatnot, and yes, we do have the power to change them, but what are you going to do to change it? You have power to change it, you also have power to keep it and to make it worse. You have to be conscious of which one you do. I see most of you all tuned out halfway through. I understand, I tuned out myself. But that's just because of our age. When you hear parents say, you're going to understand this 10, 15 years from now, You will. Don't think you won't. Now, I may understand it now. Some of you may understand stuff that I don't understand now. But it's not about who does what, it's about what we do with it. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Oh, wow.
So I need everybody to actually stand up for me because we are in the presence of a living legend. We are commemorating today the Children's March, and this wonderful woman, Miss Paulette Roby, was a student during the Children's March. And she has been fighting for freedom for over 50 years for us. And she came today to make sure that you don't think that it happened back then and nobody cared about it and it didn't make a difference. She's still here. Y'all give it up for Miss Paulette Roby. We love you. Thank you. All your flowers while you with us, baby. All your flowers.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good afternoon to everybody. I have something that I would like to share with you. There was a slogan on the blackboard when I attended Ullman High School over on the south side of Birmingham. And that slogan read, "The development of character through self-discipline." As a child, I wondered what they meant about that. Your character has to be developed. You cannot borrow character. You cannot buy character. So when you're out in the street, you never know who's watching you, okay? So you have to make sure that you have yourself in order. And not only that, if you don't know your history, you will not know who you are. You gotta know your history. I encourage all of you to go and register yourself to vote. Just the way you run and get your driver license, when you reach the age of 18, go and get yourself registered to vote. Voting is a must. That is the only way that your voice is going to be heard. And you cannot be not a part of the democracy. I encourage all of you to please do that for me. I challenge you to get yourself registered to vote. I would like to invite each and every one of you to join us on next Friday, which will be May 9th. We will do a reenactment of the Children's March, and we will start at Kelly Ingram Park at 9 a.m. And I'd like to engage you to show your feelings about the issues of today by making signs, and we are going to march from Kelly Ingram Park to the Boutwell Auditorium, and we will show the Children's March documentary so that you all can get engaged. I thank you, and I want all of you to know I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. We ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. We're gonna keep on a walking, keep on a talking, marching up to freedom land. Thank you.
Once again, y'all, Miss Paulette Roby, can y'all show her some love? All right, so we would be remiss if we had all of the young folks in the room and did not get an opportunity to hear directly from you. So I'm gonna ask y'all to stand up one more time, jump to your feet one more time, jump to your feet one more time, and show some love for the visionary of this movement, a national voice. She is unapologetically black 365 days of the year, and we thank God for the fight for the people that she has. So show some love for Angela Rock as she comes. We're going to bring her back up.
Can y'all give it up for D one more time? Where's Dewana? Dewana, come up here. Because they keep doing this to me, but I'm going to make sure y'all see everybody who's involved in this. Dewana Thompson, this is a daughter of Alabama right here. Give it up for Dewana. I don't know where Emil went, but there are so many of our colleagues who are here. Dee, I know you'll feel me on this. I really wanted to make sure that you guys can sit down, engage with the young folks just for a moment. So often we're talking at you, and we don't have an opportunity to hear from you. So our brother, Roland Martin, was telling me recently that when he's going into some of the colleges where he's speaking to students, he's asking them for their top 3 issues. What are the 3 things you care about the most? So I want some of you who are bold, unapologetic, not just in your group chat. You know, you guys talk to each other all day at school. Some of you who don't have any issues speaking up. Otherwise, I believe in the Socratic method. I went to law school. I will call on you. So I want you to raise your hand and tell me the top 3 things you care about the most right now. Right here. Oh, I'm going to go to you first. You're easier to get to. Stand up, tell me your name and where you're from.
My name is Martez Luton. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and I attend Ramsey High School. And so the top 3 things, what you asked me again, my bad.
The top 3 things you care about the most right now.
Okay, the top three things I care about the most is knowing who we are, because a lot of times in our schools, the books teach us that our history started with slavery and not before slavery. And so that's one of that's my top one. That's what we need to know who we are. My second issue is our emotions. We get to find a lot in schools, outside of school, the streets. It all starts with emotion. And the third one is respect. This generation, we need to be better on respecting our elders. You know, it can be just simple as walking through the hallways, through school, just speaking. We don't speak a lot. I feel like that's another good thing. That's an issue that we need to work on, respect. Yes, ma'am.
Those are excellent. Who else had their hand up? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Hello, my name is Lalesa Samake, and I'm originally from Minnesota, but I'm going to school at A.H. Parker. The three things that I'm most concerned about. Wait, what was the question?
The three things you care about the most right now.
The 3 things I care about the most right now is my faith in Jesus Christ, my school, and my family. Yeah, and my family. In fact, funny story, we actually ended up coming to Alabama looking for our family. So that's one of the reasons that we even ended up here, along with the hurricane in Florida. But enough about that. Going on to like schools and whatnot, well, I'm a senior, so I'm going to college. So I'm just like, yay, I get to go to college, yay, get to try school food, it's awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. What was I talking about? Oh, right, school. I love school. I love school.
Thank you.
I love learning. I love history. Oh my goodness, my favorite class is unironically history class, and this is one of the reasons. At A.H. Parker, when you go into a literal historical school, it's like everyone is like you have teachers that taught other teachers. And it's also really interesting regarding school as well, because as I said that I'm also concerned about like my faith with the Lord. My very first day at A.H. Parker was the day that they brought back church into the schools. So unironically, it's been tied with me. My school, my family, and all of that all tied together here in Alabama. One of my favorite senior year was being here in Alabama. It's like literally Birmingham is. If you're a senior, you gotta experience like senior life here in Birmingham. It is awesome.
I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to reframe just a little bit. When you all are thinking, who knows the difference between micro and macro? I'm not joking. I'm being serious. Micro and macro. So macro is big picture issues, right? When you think about things that you are concerned about as a black person in America, let's go macro. So I want you to have those micro things you care about. I want you to love your family, your friends, all that. But if you could take that out about 30,000 feet, what are the things you care most about that we need to be addressing as black people? Coming to you.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Jeremiah Jackson. I'm from Greenville, Alabama. I attend A.H. Parker High School. Mostly things, I say mental health, Jesus, yeah, my brothers. Yeah, that's really it. My brothers, my brothers.
Okay, now I want you all to think about how we, the older folks, that's a cold game. We old now. But when you think about how we can support you in meeting the needs you have, in helping you to address the concerns you have, what are things that some of the old heads can do to support you? Yes, sir. Your name and where you're from.
All right. Hi, my name is Taj Johnson. I'm a sophomore at Ramsey IB High School, and I was from Birmingham, Alabama. I believe one impactful thing that the older generation can do to help us is really provide us the resources to show us how to access them. That's a really big thing in our communities. A lot of young youth don't know how to access the resources we need to make change.
Love it. Hey y'all. My name is Kai Renee. Y'all just saw me on stage. I attend A.H. Parker High School, and I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I think the older generation or the generation before us, I think y'all have a huge problem with actually listening. We could talk and have a conversation all day long, but I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. It's like there's nothing actually, there's no communication there. There's space between the conversation, and I'm right in your face and I'm screaming at you and you don't hear me. And so for the generation before us, I know y'all went through a lot. And I know that sometimes it's hard to understand the things that our generation is going through because it's not the same. But the least you guys could do is just listen. Give me an example. No, let's practice listening now. Give me an example of something that you feel like you're screaming, right? For help, for response, for relief. What are some of the things that you're, or give me one example of something that you've said, that you've screamed, that you don't feel heard about. Just because I am able to leave the house every day with a smile on my face does not always mean I'm happy. And just because I am able to express the fact that I'm not happy does not mean that I'm not happy. It doesn't mean that I'm making things up. I watch too much TV. I'm on the internet too much. That dang phone. Like, it doesn't mean that. It simply means that there's a deeper issue that we need to connect, that we need to talk about, that we need to work through. Thank you for sharing that. I know that took a lot for you to share that. So thank you so much. Is there anybody else? Oh.
Hi, again, my name is Jalen Coleman. I'm a freshman political science major at Morehouse College, and formerly I was at Shays Valley High School. I think that capital comes in multiple different forms. So when it comes to adults doing all that they can for our generation, it's not just about mentoring people. It's about pouring your resources into the students. There are students that have small businesses. You need to be pouring your money into students with small businesses because we have financial capital. When it comes to supporting other bigger businesses like Target, people are still trying to protest against Target. So it's making sure that you are staying grounded and you are staying committed to the fight. And it also, something that you mentioned, and I'll mention it as well, and I'll frame it a little differently, is self-improvement of adults. Adults have to look at themselves and say, what can I do better to make sure that my children are okay? For instance, the mental health thing that someone else mentioned, adults have to, or Black Americans, Pan-African people, we have to get into therapy. We have to say, how can we better ourselves so we're making sure we're not passing down this generational trauma to our children? And so it's things like this. We have to think about how we can use every single resource in order to help our students. And it's making sure that young people don't be intimidated when you see somebody young that's trying to do the things that you're trying to do. Don't be intimidated when you see somebody who's a prophet. Don't be intimidated when you see somebody doing good things in their community. You need to be lifting them up, because the only way that we can advance as a community is if our adults, if we are all pouring into each other with all of the resources that we have.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Jalen Williams. I go to Winona High School, and I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I say one thing adults can help us with, I say guidance. Like, y'all tell us what to do, y'all tell us how to get there, but y'all don't actually show us the steps to get there. Like, You might ask me to go across the street, but I don't know how to go across the street. You might ask me to go fix a waffle, but I don't know how to go fix a waffle. You tell me to do things, but don't show me the right ways to do things, and then get upset when things ain't done right. So I just say guidance.
Some wise young folks in here. Anybody else that wants to share? Yes, sir.
So one thing I feel like adults can do for our generation is, so I know it's a saying that it takes a village to raise one another, and so I feel like if adults like come together, like say for instance a scenario where, just say you know your mother's friend, right, and your cousin, you got called cousin by your mama's friend, but you didn't know that she said that she'll tell on you, and so you got scared. So I feel like if parents like you don't have to be someone's mother or dad. They still feel like you a parent figure to them. And so I feel like since it takes a village to raise one another, like parents should just treat every child like it's their child, even though it's not biologically their child, though. Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Okay, we have some other hands. Now we're going to go to the elders respectfully. You got it? Thank you. We'll go to the elders respectfully. DT, we elders too now.
Good afternoon. How you all doing today? Just want to address some things. Listen. Don't take it personal. To all the parents in here and those that are not here, please give your children permission to be raised and taught by the village. When we I came up, we was raised by the village. Everyone was your parent, from the community to the school to the church. You may not have liked it. We were corrected, but like the children said, someone can correct you, but they may not explain to you correction. And when we came up, our parents and grandparents may have made a comment, but they didn't really explain it. They did the best that they could, and you all are actually right. We are supposed to better every generation. And they're supposed to teach the next generation the strength, which is that village that we all came from in Africa. We all in here are probably from a different tribe. That's probably the reason why we all don't get along. So we're here today, and someone told me, you got to be the agent of change. All of us in here don't like what we see, what we're going through. So as of today, what are we going to do to change it? We're meeting today, but after today, what are we going to do to keep this movement going on so that we won't ever end up where we are today? Someone dropped the ball. Lack of communication. If you're in a position of leadership, I don't care how long you've been there, you were supposed to have communicated to the people what is going on. And we were supposed to all come together, like we're in this room, to decide what's best for us and get it done. We were not supposed to let anybody outside of that door take away our rights. If you're in a position of leadership and you're a politician and you're making a decision about my life, whether I'm going to survive today or tomorrow, and you have made those decisions that's going to affect me for the rest of my life, you're not a politician. And you don't need to be in that position. So we all in this room, we're hurting. And I'm sick and tired of seeing the hurt. I see the hurt every day. I have worked in several industries: healthcare, education, business, finance, real estate, blah, blah, blah. This is 2025. Don Lemon of CNN said, it's going to take a Donald Trump to get our attention. And look where we are. Now, what are we going to do together collectively to offset the direction that we are going in? It's about them and their children and their children. What can we do to stay together. I'm tired of meeting, but no progress.
We are too. Thank you so much. We're going to go to this young man right here, and then we have to wrap. We are 10 minutes behind schedule. So sorry. But
All right,
you
got
said
my
I could
hand was
do
getting
this.
tired
And I
back
could
up.
do it, so-
All right, but Lewis, check this out. My name Ray Lewis. I'm from Birmingham. I'm straight up out of Collegeville. And I'm speaking on behalf of the streets for all my people that ain't in here. I spent all my life in prison. 16 years behind penitentiary wall. That's state and federal. My baby brother just got off death row where he spent 17 years of his 19 and almost 20 being gone. He was gone since he was 19. I hear everything, and y'all little babies, I love y'all. Y'all can't do nothing about it, but I'm going to say what y'all didn't say because this right here directly affect y'all in these streets. The murder rate through the roof. This is where we going to start it. Ain't nobody said this, but I'm going to say this here. We put them guns down. We learn to stop killing each other. That's where we started because we killing each other. You see what I'm saying? That's where that's it. The only way you can get a cure from a disease is from the disease itself. I come from the streets. The only thing that's going to save the streets is something that come from it. I used to be a monster. I didn't know what a man was because when down there. But my brother got shot 56 times with an AK-47, and they left him out in the rain for 4 hours in front of my mama. Everybody that lost some. Pain, lack is what breed killers. Lack of resources. Boy, we don't know nothing about going to get no job and the refrigerator empty. And we 14 years old and can't go get no job to pay that bill, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to know how to help us, man. You know what I'm talking about? Help heal this pain, man. Because this pain sits so deep and it'll create a monster, man. And y'all hear us out here saying we on demon time and them little boys be dead serious until the devil show up. I'm 5'5" in physical stature, but I'm 7'4" in spirit. You know what I'm talking about? What's going to change this environment, man, is us changing our mind. Because we manifest what's in our mind because we've been given behavioral scripts. When I look at y'all, I see me. When y'all look at me, y'all see y'all because we're a mirror reflection of each other. And what we have in common is the struggle. And struggle is every part of life, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all looking at a man that died inside. Y'all want to see the living dead. You looking at it. The only reason I'm here is because God got me here. I'm supposed to been on death row. But he saved me. And I'm telling y'all this from the perspective of a real hitter. That's what we're going to stop at right there, man. They say we can't stand together for nothing. That's a lie. I come from Crip background, man. We stand together in that until somebody asks me, why would you be willing to die for a stranger who you don't know because of a blue color we have in common rather than live your life for them babies that you helped create, man? I'm just not getting to know my children, man. You hear me? Y'all daddy could be me if he ain't dead already. My daddy was never there. He chose the streets over us. My mama sold her body to put food on the table, but I ain't see her as no hoe. I saw my mama. That part.
Sir, can you come here? Tell me your name again. Ray Lewis. Let me tell you something. You guys, Ray Lewis is who we've been looking for on this tour. Ray, thank you for sharing your pain because we keep talking too many of us are talking to each other and we're missing you. You're missing me. We have to come together in this way, in this moment, y'all, or we're not going to get it right for all of them. For all of you, we need to be talking to you. We need to hear this because this can never happen again. The most powerful thing Ray said is we got to put the guns down. We got to put the guns down. We need all of you together. There are people in our coalition that have never worked together, don't like each other, had beef from 1997 before y'all were even thought of, and all of that's out the window because it's a power tour. And we can't embody our power while we're walking in our pain. So, Ray, I just wanted to say thank you. And I wanted to bring you up here because your light shines so bright it cannot be dim. So please come with us. Tell us what we're doing wrong, how to reach the folks that we're missing. I'm serious. We need you, Ray. Thank you. So can I hug you? All right. Me and Tawana up here crying. But you guys, April, if this isn't the divine appointment that everywhere we've been, it's been a divine appointment. Y'all, I'm sorry we're over time, but God knew. So we're gonna keep going. But Ray, thank you, all of you all, for sharing your hearts, your ideas, your thoughts with us. Please keep them coming. We don't want to miss this with y'all, okay? God bless y'all.